That'll do. Welcome back, everybody, to another live stream repair. We're going to keep this a little quiet because folks are sleeping right now. But as you can see, we've got quite the collection of Apple TVs on our desk here. These were sent in to us from a different John, not HomePod John. Quite a few HomePod or Apple TVs here. They're the newer 4Ks with the Ethernet, and a couple of them have some power issues. A couple of them with possibly software or other hardware issues. And they basically just wanted us to try to see how many of them we could get working out of all this set of parts and send a few back to them. I am considering taking up their offer on keeping a few of them, particularly with potential software issues that we can maybe explore being able to fix those. Not that we have any ideas at the moment or any guarantees or promises. At the moment, there doesn't seem to be anything you can do about it, but won't know until we start looking. Anyways, we are first going to look at a couple of HomePods that showed up today. We are just going to see if these two HomePods that are bricked are software or hardware as well. Johnathan also wanted their HomePod colored blue. Here it is. Let's plug it in and see what it does for us while we oh, that's right, I don't have any of that stuff plugged in yet. Here we go. There it is. Alright, we'll let that boot up and show us what it's got while we get our laptop set up here. There it is. The blinkies. Let's get this taken off. We don't want any of that adhesive balling up and sitting under our adapter, causing it to sit too high and not make a good contact. Worst case, we'll just have to keep trying, but I'd rather not. Let me go grab my UART adapter as well, because I want to watch the UART logs while this goes in case it has any hardware issues along the way. Got it. Okay. I should really fix my my lines on this thing. I should just use a nicer adapter, but as soon as I make one, I gotta ship out. Alright, let's see if that... It's not seeing nothing. USB serial. 00. Is it not? Why are you not connecting to my USB serial adapter? Let's try USB serial 3. This makes no sense. Let me just restart my machine, because it's been acting all sorts of funny. Like I have that like DFU mode device that's been there. Oh, I know why. I just saw it. I already had it open in another terminal window. Well, that's okay. I needed to restart anyways. We can go ahead and get this connected while we're waiting. Let's try these. those are too short. I was hoping I could use some of those too, but... Alright, we're gonna do only 3. Okay. We got nothing in Apple Configurator. We got... Oh, because I'm using the wrong. There we go. We've got our screen into our USB UART adapter. Let's plug this in and see if we've got that UART hooked up correctly. Let's try now. The UART's not going to have any bearing on restoring it. I just want it for seeing the logs. But it's not playing today, huh? I know the suspense is probably killing you, but alright, you know what? I'll go ahead and start the restore and we'll mess with the UART while it's going. So, let's get our USB plugged in. Let's get our power plugged back in. Should have DFU. Good. We'll tone that. We'll reset it. Alright, and we'll let it go. Fingers crossed. We'll keep an eye on those while it's going. Device failed to enter restore mode. Alright, we'll try it again. Alex, good to see you, good to hear. Alright, Alright, we've got our UART logs. We can see what the hardware is doing now. Let's try this again. Ah, yes, those lights. Not much I can do about those. I could cover that, but then, we're covering the light in the camera. Alright, so core 0 is the one that panicked. This is not good. I was hoping we could have some that we could actually, plug in and debrick today. We're going to try this one more time. What we're going to do is kill this terminal, start a new one because I didn't output the screen. I didn't enable logging when I started that, so I can't. I'm a goofus. It does look like this is a hardware issue, though. Alright. So we're gonna screen back into that USB UART adapter. And we're gonna Control A H. Cool. Alright, well that closed it, so we're gonna create a log file that we can open when we try this again. Because as the text scrolls on the screen for the UART logs, what you don't see on the screen becomes history you can't see again. So you gotta output the screen to a screen log, and then you can open that log file up after the fact and see what happened. Alright, here we go. Let's see what it says. So it's already hit its error. It's waiting for it to hit enter restore mode, but from the hardware logs it's already hit the problem. And if we look at that hardware log, yeah, I know the camera on the screen, the dirty screen with the LEDs in the background is not ideal. I'll get screen recording on this pumped into my PC soon so you guys can see what I'm actually doing. But for now, this is what it is. So everything looks okay so far. We'll go ahead and go to the very bottom and go from the bottom up. Core 0 is the one that panicked. Yeah, that's pretty much what happens. Now, I'll fail to execute upgrade command from iBoot. Yeah. Okay, well that could just be an argument. Mount upgrade partition. Yeah, it's not able to, from what I can tell, I will pass these logs off, but from what I can tell, it's basically failing as soon as it tries to do anything with the NAND. So, this one is most likely a hardware failure. We will save that screen log. We'll save that UART log. And we will try the next one. Okay. Damn. I was really hoping. Well, we still got one more to try here. We'll take a look at that one. But we'll go ahead and let Johnathan know that it does appear to be a hardware issue. At the very least, they will get a fancy fresh HomePod back colored up in a nice blue. With some fresh parts on the inside to not worry about any other problems coming up. Let's take a look at the other bricked HomePod. This one will be from Javier. Let's get their name up there too. I don't know if you were worried about it, Javier, but your packing seemed perfectly fine. Let's plug this into power really quick and see what it does for us. Alright, I think we know what the result of that's gonna be. Oh, hey, look at that. Okay, Joker. There we go. All right. All right, we see him. Oh, it went into recovery mode, or restore mode, I think. I think it's doing what it needs to do. Okay, no, we're not there yet. It's going, though. That looks good. That's what we like to see right there. Yes. Oh, if you're also looking at your UART console logs, the Apple external amp controller receive error is a perfectly normal and expected log to see there. I do believe this will work. If you've made it this far, you've got a very, very good chance. exciting, I know. Pretty sure it's because I crossed my fingers on this one. I am so sorry for not crossing my fingers on yours, Jonathan. If you get to the step after verifying restore where it's talking about the kernel cache, it's gonna work. And there we go, it finished. Let's unplug that from power. Unplug the USB. Bada bing, bada boom. My phone just died. All right. Well, I'm glad we could get at least one of those two fixed up with just some software today. All right. Let's move on to some Apple TVs now. So, what I've found with some of these Apple TVs is, I don't know if this has anything to do with what they called round-robining the power supplies, but in any case, a lot of these ended up with a burning smell, as they described. And when I took them apart, I found a shorted out. Well, actually, what I first did was take a good power supply by itself and plug it into power, and then I measured its output. It only puts out 5 volts out of these two guys right here. And then what I did was I took one of the boards that wasn't turning on, and immediately I noticed that there was a short across that DC input from the power supply going into here, into the main board. So, what is closest to the input from that power supply on the main board? Well, what would you have it? A couple of tantalum capacitors. So, I went ahead and they sent a bunch of these in, intending for us to use some of them for parts to fix the other ones and hopefully get a couple of good working ones out for them. So what we did for now, in the expensive time, we are taking up parts from the presumably software bricked ones to repair the hardware issues on the others. That way, I can send them some fixed Apple TVs back before they go on their super long trip coming up very soon. So, otherwise, I would be taking my time with these. I would order brand new replacement parts for everything we would be replacing here, and that would be that. But that would take a little more time. So, let's see here. I accidentally kind of mixed things up here a little bit. So this is one that we've already fixed, and we've tested the replacement capacitor on it. That one can get set to the side. This is the one that we are using for parts. I believe this is another one with the burning smell, so we'll take this apart and investigate. Alright, what do we got going on here? I don't see anything there yet. Let's see if our input is shorted. Sure enough. Which one do you think it is? Which one do you think it is? It's probably going to be the same one as the other one, which would have been this one, oddly enough. The tricky thing is on this one, it's not obvious. I guess we can always plug it in and wait for it to burn itself out a little more, but I don't want to break something. What Gen Apple TV are these? These are, I believe, the latest, or at least most of them that you see here, the latest with the 4K 3rd gen with Ethernet. And then there's a couple of older ones here as well. Okay, so that one is shorted. This one also has short written on it. I remember testing this one. It's also shorted, so I believe we should be able to get. But the question still remains, which one of these is it? I guess we'll have to start taking it off until it stops beeping at us. Because on the first one that we took apart, it was pretty obvious which one it was because there was a burn mark on the other side of the heat shield where the board mounts. But on these, I don't see none of that. Actually, I do. The faintest. I see the faintest mark right there. Brother, if visual cues aren't solving half of the repairs, then I don't know what is. Where's that one? I don't know. It could just be a total red herring, too. Short on this one too, so we don't lose track. This one, does this one also show shorted out? It said no power. Sure enough. Yeah, I think we can definitely get a lot of these working. We might end up needing to order some parts and get some faster shipping just to. I'm sure they would show up in time either way. I just wanted to get these out sooner than later. You know what I need to get? I need to get some hot tweezers because that would make some quick work of this. Right now I only have my little bag of tricks. Literally. So what we'll do is we'll do some more melt solder to help us pull those off. See if we can't clear that short. It's gonna be one of those guys. Oh, you know what we could do? Let's make sure this power supply works. we're getting 5 volts out of it. Well, 4.28, but you can't complain. Let's make sure that's time for the scary part. Where are... This is what I get for trying to make a thumbnail. Were there just not screws in the power supply for this one? I'll just steal these ones, I guess. Okay. Let's get my thermal camera. Okay, crashed. Power. Oh, yeah. Well, that's stinky. Let's try that again. We're going to use just a little bit of flux to find out which one's the culprit. And power. Well, we don't have any smell now because it's probably not connecting. Oh, you see that? I'm gonna wager a bet that it's gonna be the same one. It's gonna be the same one in all of these. Okay. Our iron is ready. Let's get some more flux on there. Alright. I think we've tortured it enough. I should cut this off. I don't have my. Oh, I do. There it is. Is this our culprit? No, it was not. Let's try that one right below it. Move the board, not your wrists. Oh yeah, we can ship to Germany. I think it's like 30 something bucks. Alright, this thing's not, this thing's messing with the Jones, so it's about to get the Jones. come on. You're very close. Yes. Okay. Is this the dead one? Because the strange thing was, it wasn't really doing it on either of the top of them. It was like in the middle of them. Our short is gone. Would you look at that? All right. Let's get some new ones put up. Well, good ones put on there, I should say. That one was still good. So we'll put that off to the side. Let's grab our bricked one. We've already taken a cap off of it. Let's take another one from it. Why not? Yes. All right. It's not going anywhere. It's not the prettiest, but it's not going anywhere. Just like me. Hey. That's ugly. That's ugly. I'll fix it. All right. Oof. Yeah, if I just bought replacements, that would be a lot faster. Let's see what we've got. Let's get our power supply. It is off. Oh yeah, let's make sure our short is still gone with the new stuff on there. Yep, our short is gone. So this is probably gonna work. Yeah, shipping to Germany is $32. The adapter is $20. If you can hang tight for a couple more days, I might have a much cheaper shipping option. We're talking $10 to $20, but it's a lot slower. Instead of 3 to 5 or 5 to 7 days, it's usually a couple of weeks. So pick your poison. I want the LED on it too in case it's software bricked too. We need to know that. I've got an LED already taken out of one right here. We'll plug that in so we have a little blinking feedback in case anything's going wrong software-wise. Let's put that screw in. It's not going to make a great contact, but it's going to work well enough to test. And I've got an HDMI cable going to my monitor over there, so let's see. What it does. Beautiful. I've got an Apple TV logo on my screen. My computer's gonna wig out because my monitor disconnected. Look at that. Incredible. Okay. Well, folks, that is, I think, all that we're gonna do for tonight. But I think we're on the right track to getting some of these put back together in working condition for them. So I hope you all enjoyed this live stream repair. I'm trying to, there we go. And I will see you all on the next one.